Hey everyone, it's Krist back again. Today I'm going to be showing you my Steelbook game case collection. Just various game cases that came in officially Steelbook branded cases. I'll also show a couple games I have that are kind of like Steelbook replica cases, but I'll show those separate. So anyways, we'll switch over and show you what I got. Alright, so let's get this started. First off, I'm going to start with the regular DVD sized Steelbook cases. The first two are actually PS3 versions of these games, but they came with a DVD sized Steelbook. And the first one is Assassin's Creed 3. You can see how shiny it is. Here's the spine, the back. And let's pop it open, and as you can see inside, it's the PS3 version. And the weird thing about this is they gave this away for pre-orders of the game, but they gave you the Steelbook case before the game even came out. So as you can see, it has a rating pending logo on it. And another weird thing is the fact that you get a DVD size one for a PS3 Blu-ray. This seems more designed for a 360 game. However, the 360 version of Assassin's Creed 3 was 2 discs. So I'm not too sure where they wanted you to keep both discs if you had gotten the 360 version. But either way, it was a weird choice in my opinion, but it's still a pretty neat case. You can see the artwork there. So anyways, that's that. We'll keep on moving. Here's another PS3 Steelbook that came in a DVD size case, unfortunately. That is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. And I'm not too sure why they went with a DVD size case with this. Here's the spine. But it's a little unfortunate, again, because if you look inside, again, the PS3 games have a much smaller instruction manual, so it doesn't really fit correctly in there. But it does fit both discs that come with the collector's edition, which is the soundtrack and the game itself. And let's take a look at the actual artwork. You can see that. I'm probably not going to take out the discs for all of these, so I apologize if you really wanted to see both sides of the art, but it's mainly showing which Steelbooks I have. So next up, another DVD size one, and I think this is the only Wii game I have in a Steelbook, and it's a great one. Metroid Prime Trilogy. This is actually a pretty rare one now, but this one has a slipcover, which is nice. I wish all Steelbooks came with slipcovers, honestly, because the paint on some of these can get chipped. And if you're a Steelbook collector, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's really annoying. But anyways, here's the spine. It's nice and shiny for Metroid Prime Trilogy. And the back with Samus. Very cool. And let's pop it open. There you go, the game itself. Awesome, awesome game, by the way. Well, awesome collection in general. And then instruction manual, and then I believe that this is like a art type thing. Yeah, you can see that. Pretty cool. And this is worth quite a bit, I believe, on eBay. Really glad I picked this up day one. One of my favorite series on GameCube, and the third one was quite good on Wii as well. So that's that, Metroid Prime Trilogy Steelbook. Okay, next up, I guess we're starting on the 360 games, which belong in Steelbook cases. And here's the first one I'll show. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition. I bought this on eBay, I believe. I think I paid a little too much for it. And there you can see the back. And I believe this one's got a little bend in it somewhere. Yeah, it's right here at the top. It's not too major, but like I said, Steelbook collectors, you know what I'm talking about. When these cases get tarnished, it breaks your heart because you can't just, you know, replace them easily. And, you know, some of these games have this glossy, like, metallic feel to them. Others have, like, the matte paint on them, and that seems to chip a lot more. Even when it just sits on your shelf, like, the paint will chip off. But anyways, we'll show the inside here. This just came with the manual and then collector's cards. Well, this is like a booklet of all the collector's cards. And this is the only collector card I was able to get because I have this on PS3 as well, which I'll show in a bit, but it had the exact same card in the PS3 version that I got, unfortunately. So anyways, we'll pop this back in. And there's the 2 discs because the 360 version had the DLC episodes on a separate disc, which was kind of annoying because then you had to, I think you could only use the costumes that were contained on each disc. You couldn't switch to the other costumes that were on different discs. So that kind of sucked. Oh yeah, there's the other blemish. It's got a little dent right there. You can probably see it, yeah. So I believe I got the eBay seller to take a few dollars off of the price. And as you can see, as a result, it's a little bit harder to close. But overall, not too bad. I've seen worse steelbooks. Alright, next up, we got, and I don't know if I showed the spine of this one actually, but there is the Star Wars spine. Anyways, next up we have this one. You know what game this is? It's Resident Evil 5. So on the back here you got Sheva and Krist doing a pose and all the weird graffiti writing all over. This case is in fairly good condition, although this is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see that. It's like kind of paint wearing off right there. So anyways, let's open this up. So this is pretty minimal in here. At least it has an instruction manual though, and it's in full color. They stopped doing that later in that generation. There you go, that's on the inside, the whatever they're called. I forget what the zombies in this one were called, but that's the death screen. They're all killing you with machetes and stuff. So that is the Resident Evil 5 Steelbook, and you can see it has a bonus disc in it as well, which is like I think a DVD making of, and the game disc. So that's that. Alright, next up, the next Force Unleashed game, Force Unleashed 2. And this came in a bigger like package, but with these cases I'm only showing the bare minimum of like the Steelbook and maybe the slipcover if it came with one. There's the side, Star Wars Force Unleashed 2. And we'll pop it open. And it's pretty minimalistic again. Just the manual, which surprisingly even came with the manual. It's black and white. Oh, this is the little thing for the USB figure, USB flash drive figure guy, and then the DLC for the game, and then you got Star Killer on the back, as you can see. So that's very cool. Alright, let's put this back and move on to the next game. And this was only one disc on 360 and PS3. Okay. Next up is another one that's really rare, and that is Tales of Vesperia. I believe this was the pre-order edition. I think it was only like $10 more, so maybe like $70 at launch. There's the spine, Tales of Vesperia, and the back. So So that's very cool art. Unfortunately, it's got some wear. Not sure if you'll be able to spot that or not, but you can see there's specks of paint chipping off there and right there, which kind of looks bad on these brighter cases. Again, like I said, that's one of the downsides of Steelbook cases is the paint chipping off of them. So anyways, we'll pop this open and show what's inside. So we got the nice instruction manual. I believe, yes, it has the special edition printed on there, and it is different than the normal instruction manual. I don't know if the normal instruction manual is in color, but what makes this one special is at the end, it's a mini art book. And by mini, I mean very mini, like, I don't know, 8 pages or so. So that's cool. Oh, and then it has the track listing, which, yeah, I already tried that code, by the way, so you can try to use it, but it won't work. So anyways, that's the track listing for the soundtrack. Oh, and here's some character art on the back cover. And then 2 discs. We got the game itself and the volume 1 of the soundtrack, and I don't have volume 2 of the soundtrack because it took them so long to come out with it that I forgot to order it when I was supposed to get it for free. So fuck you, Namco, for doing that. Made me miss out on a soundtrack, which is now like, I think, $40 to buy it on eBay. So next up, we got probably the worst Steelbook I have. Well, it's cool in some ways, but terrible for one other reason, but that is... Oh, what game is this? Well, it's got 3 bullet holes. That looks like something, but, well, let's look on the spine. Wait. What? This... Yes, this is the Splinter Cell Conviction Steelbook. And they didn't give it a proper fucking spine, which is stupid. But it came with some stuff here, a sticker, I believe. Yeah, I guess that's a sticker. And this stupid thing, I don't know if people remember when this collector's edition came out, it comes with this little card. It's supposed to be like a credit card, and it pops off like this, and this is a little USB thumb drive. And almost all of these didn't work. So I believe they gave us something for our troubles, but oh yeah, they dropped the price or they gave refunds or something, but I kept bugging them until they sent me several cards and a bunch of them didn't work, but I finally got one that works. So it's pretty rare to have this with a working USB thumb drive in it. And then you just got the manual, the DLC, and the Ghost Recon Future Soldier beta invite. And the inside looks pretty bland, it's just metal, so pretty lame. This is probably the worst one, my least favorite. So that's that. Next up, and this is going to be a long video, guys. As usual, I have a lot of these. Alright, next up is this game. Obviously Mass Effect, but it is Mass Effect 2. So yes, and there's one of the aliens on the back. It's a cool case. I'm glad it's glossy so it doesn't see much paint chipping. Plus it comes in a larger case so it stays protected. And we'll pop it open. And it has an actual manual. And what was this? Oh, that was a bonus disc, so probably like making of footage or whatever. But yes, this is a Steelbook, and then it was 2 discs on 360. So yeah. And we got advertisement, DLC code, which is already used, by the way. And, well, the back of it's just kind of like grid shape with some letters and stuff. So nothing too special. I suppose they didn't want to go overboard on the art since most of it's covered by discs. But yeah, and then the manual itself, which is just black and white, so no big deal, but it's a real manual at least. Full color, full-size manuals are the best, but I'll take black and white as long as it's a manual of some sort. Alright, next up, one of the first steelbooks I got on 360, and that is Lost Planet Extreme Condition. And this has a slipcover, kind of a neat one, that has a nice frame on it. Oh, I suppose I'll show the back as well. The back is completely solid, and it shows just a scene from the game and what it comes with. And then here's the spines. It's got a spine on each side for the slipcover. And then when you pop this off, it has another spine. And I can't tell if that's chipped at all, but there's the logo. It's kind of hard to see because my camera focus there. And the front and the back with the VS. And this has some paint chipping. You can see up at the top here, the silver is chipping off. So, downside of steelbooks. So we have a making of disc, I believe, a bonus disc that you put in your PC to look at. And as you can see, I put my Platinum Hits Lost Planet Extreme Condition Colonies Edition, because that's the main upgrade that I play of this version. And then we got the instruction manual, which is black and white, very big. And what's kind of cool is, I wish they would have done this more, is like a little art book. It's not too big, but it's big enough to show lots of stuff off. And it fits nicely into the steelbook. There's the back, and there's the art, which is very cool with the acrid on the frozen landscape. And yeah, it holds 2 discs. So that's that, Lost Planet. I really like this one. It's really cool. I don't even know if this was more expensive. It might have been $10 more or something, but I would be happy if most collector's editions were just something like this, you know, a bonus disc, a little art book, a full manual, and a steelbook. That's all I want from a collector's edition. I don't need those big figures. I buy those collector's editions with the big figures just to get these steelbook cases. So, anyways, next up we have another one for 360, Gears of War 2. See if you can see that logo. Yep, Gears of War 2 is the spine, and the other side is the back end of the Lancer chainsaw gun. Pop it open, and again we have 2 discs. I believe that's a bonus disc, and that's the game itself. And then got instruction manual. Sometimes these are hard to get out because they're so packed in, but I think it came flashback, map pack, a little ad for shipbox, and the Gears of War 2 manual, which is in color, so that's neat. Good, good, good. And then we got Marcus on the back. I'm not sure what's on the other side. Oh yeah, Dom. So that's that. Gears of War 2. And this came in a larger packaging as well, but no slip cover. Just a larger cardboard package. Okay, next up we have this one, Zombrex. This is the Dead Rising 2 Zombrex edition, and it's made to look like a sheet of prescription pills. Obviously for the Zombrex, you can see they're all have the days of the week, and this has a little bit of paint chipping on it. You can see right there on the spine it's chipping off a bit. So again, steelbooks start to chip in the paint. But oh, did I show the side? The side just says Zombrex. So it's kind of weird to have this on the shelf because it doesn't say Dead Rising, it just says Zombrex. So pop this open. Like a hair sticking to this. But anyways, you got the game itself and then a bonus disc. And this bonus disc has HD episodes of the little like Dead Rising 2 live action short film or whatever. So that's kind of cool. I think it has making of stuff as well, but I can't remember. I haven't watched it in a while. And then we got a manual that's full color, thank God. And like a health and safety for zombie infection. And in case you get infected, shoot them through the head, bash them, or shoot them, or use a katana, cut them in half. So that's really funny. And it just looks like the inside of a prescription case. So yeah, that's Dead Rising 2. And now we got 2 more on 360. So we're making progress here. Next up is Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And this is the same kind of slipcase that Splinter Cells came in, but I don't know why I didn't show Splinter Cells. But anyways, that just slips out and the art book's in there. That's the same way Splinter Cells was, pretty much. But there you go, Modern Warfare 2 with the broy fucking soldier on there. And then the Modern Warfare 2 logo. It's interesting that they don't say Call of Duty on this one, just Modern Warfare 2. And there's Washington, because one of the Washington monuments or whatever was one of the levels or whatever, DC. And there's the inside, just a shitty manual. I believe it's like, yeah, 7-page manual, just the controls and a little bit of multiplayer info. And then they gave you the full version of Call of Duty Classic. That's Call of Duty 1 on PC. And what was this? Oh, some note about a printing error in the manual or something. Yeah, oh no, there's a printing error in the manual. The tiny ass 7-page manual they give you. And then it just shows the inside of one of the DC buildings. So yeah, nothing too special, but it is a Steelbook, and it's one of the last Call of Duty games I enjoyed. So that's that. Alright, I think this is the last 360 game. That is Aliens vs. Predator, and I really love this case's design. First off, it has the slip cover, and you can see it's reversible, so you can put the alien on the front or the Predator. And let's show the spine. It's only got the spine on one side of it, the Aliens vs. Predator, and that's clear. So the label isn't on the slip cover, it's just on the Steelbook. So then the other side is just the seam. And yeah, it's cool that you can reverse this, so we can turn this around and put the Predator on front if that's what you prefer. So there you go. And it fits just fine. Only problem is then the spine is on the wrong side. So I think they should have just had the spine on the slip cover colored in, painted. But that's how it looks out of the case. Nice and shiny looking. And I guess I'll show you the spine again. Aliens vs. Predator. This is a really underrated game. I quite enjoyed it. It's kind of like stealth, horror kind of game, action-y. And here's the inside. I don't think it's too special, just black and white manual with some illustrations in it at least. So it's at least a real manual. Shows the weapons and different art for the characters. Where's the Marine? There's the Marine. So that's cool. And then the inside just shows a battlefield. Marines versus aliens, predators probably. So yeah, that's that. Kind of simple. It was in a bigger package though, with like the face hugger figure and everything. So, but it's a cool Steelbook. I like it. The art looks really nice. I would like an Aliens vs. Predator 2, like a sequel to this one. I know there's already been one on PC. Alright, so now we're on PlayStation 3. So let's start it off here. First one is Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And you can see the cardboard slipcover is kind of glossy, and you can see the different characters shining. So that's very cool. The spine with just black and the logo. And the other spine. And the back of it. Just saying what's in it. And once you open the slipcover, not only is the Steelbook in there, but the little bonus comic book they give you, which was very neat. I like this packaging. It's too bad that less than a year after this came out, they came out with Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and just wouldn't let original owners of this one get DLC for it, so they made this version pretty much pointless, which made me really mad. but I do like how the case looks itself. If I ever buy Ultimate, I could always put it in this case and it would look neat. So the art is at least very cool on these. There's the spine. So let's pop it open. And it's got a nice meaty manual, full color, I believe, with all the characters' moves. So at least the manual is nice in this. And the art on it is fantastic on the inside as well, with all the characters. Let's see. So a very nice steelbook, but very bad move by Capcom for not letting owners of this copy get the Ultimate DLC. One of many Capcom blunders over the years. Too many to count. Alright, so next up, next PS3 game. And that is, what is this? A ring. It's Uncharted 3's steelbook. You can see the spine there. As usual, it's not focusing right away. Ooh. But yeah, you can see it, Uncharted 3. And then the Drake's ring is like etched out of the steel. So it's very cool looking. And we'll pop it open. Okay. Very colorful looking case on the inside. The manual looks nice and colorful. There's the Starhawk. Oh, that's the multiplayer beta access. And the manual is pretty weak, I remember. Yeah, it's tiny manual. But it does show the Vita version of Uncharted in there. And then there's the art itself. So yeah. Cool looking case, but not much in it. But this was in a bigger package with a lot of other stuff, including the Nathan Drake figure. Okay, next up, this is The Last of Us, of course. Nice bold looking steelbook, black and white, and there's the logo, which probably won't focus in, but you know what it says, Last of Us. And then on the back is Joel in black and white. And this was in a bigger package, the Survival Edition. There was also a post-pandemic edition which came with a figure, but I just got the one with the art book. Because all I really like is art books and steelbook cases, so this had everything I wanted. So there's the bonus DLC, and it also came with some stickers, Naughty Dog stickers, which I didn't use in the game itself, and the nice wasteland background on it. So that's that. Next up, next game. And one I showed off recently on my unboxings, the Tales of Xillia 2 steelbook. Here's the spine, Tales of Xillia 2, and the back with character art, all stand next to each other. And the case itself with the manual, the what is this? Oh yeah, the track listing for the soundtrack, which I showed, and the soundtrack in game itself. So I already showed this off in my unboxing video for the game, so if you want to see more, check that out for the full package. But a very nice looking steelbook, I must say. Unfortunately, it uses kind of that matte paint on it, so this might chip eventually, which I'm hoping it won't, but it may. Next up, another one I've shown in a past video, Tales of Symphonia, the Chronicles. This is the HD collection of Symphonia and Dawn of a New World. Here's the back with the 10th anniversary, I think, yeah. Kind of the chibi style characters. And the spine. It says Tales of Symphonia Chronicles. And the inside, I didn't put the instruction manual in it. It's in the other case just because it wasn't really fitting in these little clips very well, so I didn't want to bend it. But there's the game and the nice art. Looks very nice. So, yep, that's that, Tales of Symphonia. So we'll keep moving along. We got about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more to show you. So we'll get through this. Next up is the Star Wars Force Unleashed Ultimate Sith Edition again, but this is the PS3 version. And you can see it has the Blu-ray disc logo up there. Kind of an interesting looking case. Shorter version of the other one. And here is the spine itself. And I don't know if this will show up because it's kind of out of focus, but right there under the wars, there it is. You can see a paint chip coming out of it. So as usual, bane of my existence with these cases. And the inside is similar to the 361. I think the same art, just shorter case, the same stuff, and the exact same card I got with both versions, so that was kind of lame. This must be like the most common card to get in these. And then there's that. And this is all on one disc, which is nice, so you don't have to switch discs to play through the full thing. So I definitely prefer this version, even though the 360 version looks and runs a little bit better than this one. So anyways, next up, great game, Grand Theft Auto 5. Here's the Steelbook. Here's them doing a heist on the back, and Grand Theft Auto 5 logo on the spine. So we'll pop this open. Here's the game itself. With, I think that's Michael's daughter, I believe. And just like the artwork on the back, I'm not sure what that, oh, the Federal Reserve System of Los Santos. And then the special edition soundtrack, which I never redeemed because it's kind of pointless when it's digital. And the shitty manual. I think the first GTA game with a shitty manual like that. And the map itself, so at least they still give you a map in a GTA game. So that's that. Nothing too special, but nice looking art. It's the matte style paint, so it might chip eventually if I'm not careful. Alright, next up, we have another one of my early PS3 Steelbooks. I almost said Grand Theft Auto. Devil May Cry 4 Collector's Edition. I think this was only $10 more, but it's in a slipcase, as you can see. And here is the spine, the Devil May Cry 4 logo. And the back is completely solid with Dante on the back. And if you open it up, you can see Dante is on the back. So this is also reversible. So you can put this like that, and Dante does fit very nicely. You see it fits his face. So very cool design with the case. I love this game. I wish they'd continue the storyline of this. So, and there's kind of a weird placement of the Devil May Cry logo up at the top rather than the middle. But whatever. So there's Nero. His hand's really shiny, as you can see. And Dante, I think his gun is kind of shiny. But here's the inside with the bonus DVD. I think this is the making of DVD, and it also came with, wait, what is this? Is this the making of? Yeah, I think it is. I think it also came with the anime, which you could specially order a DVD case for the anime, which I have in a separate case now. And then the instruction manual, which is black and white, unfortunately, but it's a real manual. So whatever. And then just a nice cityscape for the artwork. So that's that. Let's put this back. So, pretty cool. Like I said, I don't need much with these. Oh, and it's kind of got a little scratch on Nero's face. You can kind of see that line across his face. So, yeah, Steelbooks are not indestructible or anything. Next up, this was free. Well, not free, but no extra cost from the game price, $60, Beyond Two Souls. Here's Ellen Page on the front, her character. And there's the spine. There's the other spine,
the Beyond logo. In the back, this is a cardboard slipcover with William Dafoe. And we'll slide this off. And then you got Ellen Page. Kind of silvery looking. And here's the spine. Pretty cool looking. And just like an explosion on the back. And pop this open. And we just got, what is this, the soundtrack or something? Voucher for like a theme and shit, so don't need to show that. Which I already redeemed anyway, so it doesn't matter. But there's Ellen Page on the back, and again over there under the disc. So pretty simple, but nice they gave you a Steelbook just for pre-ordering the game itself. So that's that. Getting there, almost done. Next up, we have PlayStation 4 games. First one is, what is it? Ooh, it's all glitchy looking. Ooh. And that is Watch Dogs for PS4. And there's the back. I forget what that logo means, but it's simple, but it's cool looking. And there is the inside with the Uplay crap and warning thing that at least has art on it, I guess, but it's not even a real manual. Then the game and the soundtrack and just like pretty simple background. So that's that. We'll move on. Nothing too special. And next is the Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Collector's Edition Steelbook. And I guess we'll show the back with Edward, and I already showed you the spine. So yeah, that's that. Open it up, and got the manual, which is probably not a manual, and then Uplay Passport, which I won't show, even though I think I already redeemed it. But yeah, doesn't really have anything in there. And then Edward and the game and bonus soundtrack inside. So nothing too special. Thanks, Ubisoft. Alright, next we'll finish up the Steelbook cases, but these are from the PS2 generation. So first up, we have this game, Final Fantasy XII, which I still have not beaten. So there's the front, looks cool. This is engraved, this 12 logo. And the back here tells you what's in it, a little bit about the story. But in a bonus DVD it comes with. And then there's the spine, which has some paint chipping on it, you can see, unfortunately. But this was no additional cost, I believe. Maybe it was like $5 more or something. But here's the game itself with a nice manual, nice chunky manual. Here's the inside, the game itself, and it has a, I think this is a making of bonus disc. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So yeah. And I know I said I wasn't going to show all the insides, but I've been doing it anyways, so whatever. So, move this here, and then one more PS2 game, one that I didn't really like the game itself because it's a pretty bad port, but the PS2 version of Resident Evil 4 has a nice Steelbook case. Here's the spine, it's kind of shiny, and then the back, you can see Ada Wong, because this was the first version to have her side story in it, but the graphics are pretty terrible compared to the GameCube version. The Wii and PS3 and PC versions are much better, but the case is very cool. Fortunately, it's the matte. Ooh, I don't know if that's paint chipping on there. Probably. There's some paint chipping on there because of the matte paint, as usual. And open it up. And this comes with kind of some of the same booklets as the GameCube version. Obviously, it has a manual, which is black and white. I don't know what the GameCube's was. It might have been color. And I believe this came with the collector's edition on GameCube. It's just the like history, I believe, of Resident Evil, which is interesting, but it's the same thing that GameCube got. But what I liked about this version, another reason I got it, is this lithograph of Ada. I believe the GameCube version got Leon, so that's cool to have for collection's sake. Then you got the background, which is interesting from the game, and then the game itself, and this is a making of Resident Evil 4, you can see. So that's another reason I wanted it. This is the only version that has like a making of video in it, so that's interesting to see since it's a legendary game. So it's cool to see how it was made. So that is it for PS2, and actually that is it for Steelbooks. And now we're gonna show the wannabe Steelbooks. These are cases that look like Steelbooks, but they're imposters. So first up, we got a 360 game, and that is another Mass Effect. The female Shepard on the back, and you can see the spine is Mass Effect 3, and you can see how it's a fake Steelbook because the spine is not solid, it's got a seam. So yes, this is a fake Steelbook, and it's a terrible one. I had to get 3 replacement copies before I got a somewhat perfect case, but even this case is not perfect. I don't know if you can hear that. You hear that click? That's like the plastic snapping or bending kind of, because it's not shaped right. So this is a really terrible wannabe case. And it just comes with like warning stuff and DLC, which I've already used. And it's got like an EA logo on it, so it's not like a Steelbook brand, it's EA brand. That's why it's... Listen to that. It doesn't do it every time, but it's shitty. And yeah, I had to go through a couple of these, and it's just 2 discs for the game, so yeah, imposter. Fucking EA couldn't even get a real Steelbook case. But it's not matte paint, so maybe it won't chip as much as a Steelbook. So that's that. A couple more here and we're almost done. Next up is another 360 game. And this one looks more authentic to a real Steelbook, and that is Perfect Dark Zeros. I believe I got this at Sam's Club. It was on sale for $50 or $40, so I grabbed it. And it is the limited collector's edition. You can see the back there of the slipcover and the spine itself with Perfect Dark Zero. Not the greatest sequel to the original Perfect Dark, obviously, but still pretty fun, I guess. Fun multiplayer. And I don't know if I showed the back, but that's what it looks like on the back. And then you got Joanna Dark on the front, the spine again, and the back with the city and some soldiers running. But yeah, this is not a real Steelbook, even though it's close. I mean, the spine's completely solid like a Steelbook. But if you look on the inside, no Steelbook logo. It's got some interesting stuff though. A Datadyne like collector card. It's supposed to be like a data card, and it's all glossy and rainbow effect like with the Perfect Dark Zero logo. And some artwork that's glossy, you can see. And the manual itself, which is, or wait, oh, this is the comic book, which I believe the N64 Perfect Dark had a comic book as well. Or maybe that was the strategy guide that had the comic book for the original. And then here's the manual itself, full color, because it was a launch game. Obviously, weapons and everything. And this, I don't know what this is. Give me that. Oh. Huh. Get Perfect Dark Zero downloads for your Samsung flip phone. Yeah, who the fuck uses flip phones anymore? So, anyways, we got the game disc itself with like a flip case. You can flip over like that, and then I believe this is the bonus DVD. So simple but cool. So we'll move on. That's Perfect Dark Zeros. And next up, we have Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. This is a Xbox original game, and once again it's in a slipcover. Here's the back and the spine. And let's slide this open. It's very cool, even though it's not a real steelbook. You got the Sam Fisher goggles with the wet dripping, and this is actually popping out a bit, this drop of water. Here's the spine, nice black and bold looking. And the back with Sam Fisher himself, using his new knife that came out in this game. So this is a cool looking case, I believe, and an amazing game, by the way. One of my favorite Splinter Cells. Here's the manual itself. See if I can get it out of here. So it's Sam upside down, ready to shank a guy. Black and white, but very, very in-depth manual. Then you got the game itself. Again, flips over to a bonus DVD. So not a real steelbook, but very cool case regardless. Good copycat. Alright, 2 more to go. And it looks like I only have about 9 minutes left on my camera, so I gotta hurry. Next up we have another great one, the Doom 3 Collector's Edition, or Limited Collector's Edition on Xbox Original. I played this to death. So many times because I didn't have a PC to run the game. So I played the shit out of this. And this one comes with Doom 1 and 2, I believe, on the DVD itself. So the slipcover comes off. You got the nice silvery Doom 3, which pop out a little bit. And very cool art. In the back, it has the classic Doom artwork. And here is the spine with very silvery Doom 3 logo, which is kind of hard to see. So pop this open, and again it's the weird looking matte inside. So not a real steelbook. It's got a nice manual though. It's in color. So that's very cool. Lots of info. And the game itself. And I believe it has some making of videos on the actual DVD. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, I really like this one. Another great steelbook wannabe. So there you go. And last one, another steelbook wannabe, and that is Halo 2. I don't remember if this was extra. It might have been $10 more, but this is the limited collector's edition. Here's the spine itself with Halo 2, and the back with Master Chief standing there and telling you what it comes with. So we'll slip this off, and again, same logo and the same back. Very shiny, so shiny. And the spine again. So we'll pop this open and show you what's inside. We got the Arbiter and a nice full color manual. Very nice looking. And this is something about the Covenant. Or no, it's just, well, I think it has Covenant stuff in it. It's a bunch of different like backstory in the game. And then, what is this? Halo 2 original soundtrack advertisement. I don't know if this came with it or not, but it's a little like Halo 2 7-Eleven Slurpee. So bro-y. So yeah, and then you got one stupid thing about this though, I must point out. Here's the game itself, and then they stack the bonus disc underneath. So that's dumb. And that'll result in you getting scratches on your game. So that was kind of dumb, but yeah, another fake steelbook. This one's not too great, honestly. It's kind of boring looking. So anyways, that is the last one of my steelbook and steelbook case replicas. So hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe and send me a comment for what you think of this collection. So anyways, peace out guys. Peace.